We are in a very, very familiar place. Sure, very familiar, and the birds are almost here. Yay! Very excited about what's happening. So you guys can see in the background that we have lots of red stuff. That's feeders and drinkers. So we're going to get the place ready, trying to prepare the place for the birds that are actually going to arrive in 2 days' time. Yes, exactly 2 days' time. A lot of the work has actually been done. I remember the last time I was here, this place still had a little bit of finishing that needed to be done, but a lot of the finishing has actually been finished, and we are trying to prepare the place. Actually, let me just show you a few of the patches that we've put in place. I'll need to go down first, right? Alright guys, so here we are. You can see the structure. Well, what were the changes? Number one, we cleaned the entire roof, got off all the dirt. There was lots of cobwebs at the top, if you remember from the previous videos. We got all of them out, and then we had areas that were starting to break. Like you remember this was starting to break. There was a second one right here that was breaking, and over here. Now these were supported. You see we've put a post to support it, and even this was supported over here. You can see we put something here to support, and then we put more posts on the inside to try to support the area. So you can see that this place down here, we repaired the floor. That of course cannot be seen, but we've put wood shavings, very good wood shavings. You can see them, yeah. So it's quite thick actually. If I dug my hand through, you can see where the floor is, yeah. So it's quite thick. We have at least, 4 inches of wood shavings, which is very, very good. Also right here, we've had our drinkers installed. So you can see the drinkers. These are automatic drinkers, and we have our feeders. This is the old batch of feeders that we had, but we have a few more new feeders that we're installing. For example, this is a new type of feeders. These are wires that are going to be using, actually not wires, pipes that we're going to be using for the drinkers, yeah. We have another type of drinkers that we are installing at the top. So also we removed the area here that we were using to isolate the sick birds, because it doesn't make sense isolating sick birds inside the same house where the okay birds are. Also we've got done with the wiring, so you can see that we have a few bulbs inside. There's one here, there's another one at the end there. We need to put others because 2 certainly will not be enough. We need proper lighting on the inside. So most of this area has been prepared. It has been disinfected at least twice. Of course, we'll probably need to do it just one more time before we get done. We have done the plumbing too, as you can see. The last time out, we were just starting to do the plumbing. So the plumbing has been done. Just left with connecting the pipe right here onto the drinker here. So a lot of the work down here has been done. I have 2 really nice guys over there helping me install the drinkers and the feeders at the moment. In here we have our feed. This is maize bran, yeah. It's very, very, no, this is not maize bran, this is broken maize. This is maize which has been broken, and over here we have maize bran, yeah. Very good quality maize bran. It is dry, it is nice in this room, and also in the room next to it. We can just move there. Okay, right here we have some more feed, yeah. So there we have a concentrate, and there we have a limestone which will provide the calcium. So here we shall also have some more storage, and the mixing will be done here. Okay, and then here we are on the top floor. As you can see, the top floor has a bit less work done compared to the bottom floor, but again it's just installing the drinkers and the feeders. So the wood shavings again right here, quite thick. Yeah, it's quite thick guys. You can see, yeah, really thick. You can see right from the bottom, it's a thick level. This is probably even more. This might be about 5 inches. So it's good enough. We don't need to worry about the wood shavings getting wet or infection or anything like that. This place is also going to be sprayed. You can see our feeders right here. You can see all the parts we are using to assemble. I'm going to continue assembling, and then after that we shall get done. Again, the plumbing here has been done. So come on, I'm really, really excited about what's going to happen. So let's just continue with the work, okay? Let's continue. So finally, guys, we are done. We are almost ready. Yeah, we're almost ready. You can see the background. So we've hung up all the drinkers. We have two types of drinkers like I already showed you. We've hung them up. They are functioning properly. I've tested all of them, even the drinkers down. I've tested all of them. The water flows perfectly. We've hung up all the feeders. As you can see, this is one of the feeders. So all the feeders, all the drinkers have been hung up. We have a control unit for the water right here. Yeah, we have a control unit for the water. And everything is perfect. Literally, the only thing that's left right now is getting the birds in, yeah? So I have the feeds around, like I already showed you. And tomorrow, the guys are going to mix the feeds, ready for the birds to come in. Then the next day, the birds are going to come in. So I'm really, really excited about this. Super excited. Of course, the house is quite disorganized. As you can see, we have lots of excess drinkers on the floor, excess feeders on the floor. But that's not a problem, yeah? All of it is going to be cleaned out. We have this bucket over here. The purpose of this bucket is to help us to clean the drinkers when they are being washed out. We have a disinfectant over here, yeah? The purpose of this disinfectant is, of course, to disinfect, yeah? So we're going to spray the place one more time. Then we shall be putting it in a foot bath. So every time someone is coming inside here, they're going to be disinfecting their gumboots and everything, yeah? Super, super important. Since the house is not as automated as the one that we have on the bigger farm, where the feed is brought in through pipes, and then the drink, well, thankfully the water has now been, you know, the water is usually the biggest problem. It's a very common cause or source of coccidiosis. So in order to save myself from that issue, we've moved far. You guys do remember the drinkers we had at the beginning, you know? They were really manual, or you would say semi-automatic, you know? Actually, I made a video showing you guys how to make those drinkers on the channel. They were very, very helpful when you're starting out because they're not expensive, they are cheap, easy to use. But again, the water can splash down on the ground. They're not very, very easy to control, as easy as this is. So this is exciting. I think we've moved really, really far. With the development and what can be done on the farm. I'm super, super excited. I'm really excited, guys, yeah? And we are bringing a few chicks. Of course, a few chicks, yeah? Our farm-up chicks. Beautiful farm-up chicks. They want to come in when they are about 10 weeks old, yeah? 10 weeks old. So in a short time, literally in about 8 weeks or 9 weeks maximum, I should be collecting eggs. It's like when you're going to run 100 meters and if I was going to run 100 meters with Usain Bolt, it would be unfair for me to start at the same lane with him, right? I would probably start at the 50-meter mark for me to reach the finish line at the same time with him. Same thing over here, yeah? I have an unfair advantage in that I'm going to start with birds that are at least halfway to the point of laying. So it won't be a very long journey till we reach point of lay. But these are going to be very, very good birds. They are high quality birds. I do trust them with my entire heart. That's why I would bring them in here, you know. This was the whole purpose of having the breeder farm because in the end, I didn't want to stress myself out. You want it to be flawless. You want to have a constant, trustworthy source. And yeah, that's not something I can compromise with. And in the meantime, if you also want to order the old chicks with us, come on, just hit us up. I leave a phone number in the description below. You can send us a WhatsApp and we shall be able to get you our farm up the old chicks. That's for layers. We'll have broilers coming later on at some point, but for now it's just layers. So come on, just hit us up, and very excited about this. Otherwise, thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell. Lots of love. Bye bye.